Hello, good afternoon. My name is Dayton Miller, and I have the pleasure of informing everyone here on the necessary communications skills needed to succeed in an HVAC technician and how each skill may affect a technician or business person. So, let's get started. Who in the room likes to work?
Not me.
Right. Many of us would rather be relaxing, traveling the world on a sandy beach on a nice vacation, right?
Yeah.
Reality is, to achieve this, we must need what?
Money.
Money. Money does not fall off trees, ladies and gentlemen. In most cases, we must earn money through hard work and dedication, unless you're one of the lucky guys that win a lottery ticket. Communication skills are crucial in the HVAC industry. These necessary skills help develop customer retention and relationships with your customers. A little backstory: my parents contacted an HVAC technician years ago. The technician name was Chris. Chris still works on our house today, as well as my parents' employers. Word of mouth will help establish your name as a tech and business. Many of us may ask, what made Chris so special? Reasoning was his willingness and his first impression to listen and his ability to make you understand the issue. He also made our family valued and made us feel significant. Effective communication skills help build relationships with customers, allowing one to understand customers' needs, interests, and/or concerns. Communication skills are extremely important as a business owner and a HVAC technician. Today I'm going over listening skills, interpersonal communication, and verbal and nonverbal communication skills that should apply to an HVAC technician. First, please allow me to inform you about why listening skills are important for a business, an owner, or a HVAC company and/or technician. As an HVAC technician, you will be communicating with customers all the time, in every situation. According to HVAC and refrigeration techniques are critical to need to be critical listeners and need good listening skills to understand the customer's needs for problems by gathering many details as possible for a proper diagnosis and find out the root cause of the issue. This allows the technician to provide its best effective service for the customers in an HVAC issue. According to communications in the real world, part of the listening process is interpreting, where the technician makes meaning out of the information they receive from the customer and action planned against. Recalling is the ability of a technician to store the information they have received and repeat it back to the customer to ensure both the customer and the tech both have the same understanding. Responding is when the technician should be sending verbal and nonverbal messages that indicate the attentiveness and understanding to the customer by showing gestures, showing gratitude. Examples are saying hi, hello, smiling, being polite. Now that you are aware of the importance of active listening and how they should be applied in the HVAC industry, let's move on to interpersonal communication skills and how these skills relate to a customer experience. Having exceptional communication skills is key to making your customers happy and more likely as an existing customer. According to communication in the real world, interpersonal conflicts occur in reactions with others in the HVAC field, typically with your customer with opposing viewpoints. It is important to manage the conflict by accommodating you lose, they win. Being paid for a service, you do what the customer requests to satisfy their needs. Collaborating, the ultimate win-win situation. You both find out a solution that agrees with both parties. And it's important to show credibility to a viewpoint that will resolve to a conflict. Also, according to communication in the real world, interpersonal emotions is especially important if you need to identify emotions, and not only for the customer but yourself as well. As an HVAC tech, you need to have the ability to observe and control your own customer's feelings and emotions so you don't offend or upset anyone. According to conflict in relationships, interpersonal conflict can be harmful, but not only you, but as into the field of technicians, but it could also affect your friendships, family, business relationships, and especially in the workplace with your customer. It's important to know strategies that will help eliminate conflict by utilizing active listening. Now that I have informed you on listening skills, interpersonal communication, and how both skills is tied into being an HVAC technician, lastly, let me talk to you about the effects of verbal and nonverbal communication that can inflict a conflict in the HVAC technicians. Having clear verbal and nonverbal communication is just as important as any other communication we discussed earlier. According to in this track, technicians need to explain complex technical problems in a way that the customer can understand you. Customer communication, not nonverbal in the HVAC industry, nonverbal communication often is the first interaction with the customer. This includes smiling, frowning, eye contact. This gives a tech an idea of the mood the customer is in. These cues play a huge part in the first impression and forming starting interpersonal relationships according to communication in the real world. For example, you can tell the body language of a customer on the way they are. If they're mad, angry, they're going to show body gestures, and it makes you find a way to solve the situation. Knowing how to deal with customers' nonverbal cues help customers feel comfortable around you and build trust that helps understand their needs and create an effective problem-solving method. Customer communication verbal is especially important in the HVAC industry. It's typically a connection between you and your customer. It is a pathway to understand and demonstrate credibility. Verbal communication is a way to get trust and understanding of the need for you to fix something. This will allow the customer to feel as though they're valued and respected and not just used and feel like you're lying. Effective communication skills help build relationships with the customer, allowing one to understand the customer's needs, interests, and/or concerns by using active listening skills, interpersonal communication skills, and verbal and nonverbal communication skills. Communication skills can make or break a business. The relationship with a customer relies heavily on communication. The goal of a business is to be successful that relies on the community's recommendations. The word of mouth, especially those who live in a small community where word of your business is spread through the whole town. Understanding necessary communication skills and utilizing active listening, interpersonal relationship, and verbal and nonverbal communications will help build a relationship with customers, allowing you to fully understand the customer's needs and interests and allow you to understand the root cause of a problem and help establish a successful HVAC industry. I'd like to take time for everyone taking time out of their Sunday. I'm going to open the floor to any questions.
No questions.
Thank you guys for listening.
So he throws the card like this.